Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into a really powerful new way to think about investing. It comes from Kerry Grinkmeyer of Best of Us Investors. We're going to use his custom-built team of AI analysts to take a hard look at a company at the absolute center of the AI craze, AMD, to see if it's really a smart move for your money right now.
You know that feeling, right? It's like you're always a step behind. By the time you hear about a stock that's taking off, it feels like the big gains are already gone. It's probably the number one frustration for investors trying to get ahead. But what if there was a way to flip that script?
Well, if you look back at history, it's pretty clear. Life-changing wealth is almost always made by spotting these huge technological shifts and getting in early. I mean, think about the people who first invested in cars or the internet or the smartphone. The massive trend of our generation, it is, without a doubt, artificial intelligence. The trick is figuring out who's gonna lead the charge. And this is where Kerry's idea gets really, really cool. He thought, hey, what if you could use AI to find the winners of the AI revolution? What if you could build your very own team of AI agents to do all the heavy lifting for you? So let's meet the team he built. First, you've got Bard. Think of him as your trend spotter, your scout on the ground. His job is to scan everything, looking for companies that have the real DNA of an innovator. We're talking visionary leaders, huge spending on R&D, and a massive market to conquer. Then, once Bard flags a potential winner, he hands it off to Samantha. She's the numbers whiz, the quantitative analyst. Her job is to go deep, to stress test the financials, and to project what that stock could actually be worth down the road. Okay, so theory is great, but let's see this AI duo in action. For this explainer, Kerry gave them a big assignment: analyze a company right at the heart of the AI boom, Advanced Micro Devices, or as we all know them, AMD. So Bard gets to work and his report comes back with some serious highlights. He flags 4 key things. Number 1, visionary leadership under CEO Dr. Lisa Su, who is just incredibly well respected. 2, they're aggressive with innovation, pouring 20 to 25% of their revenue right back into R&D. 3, a super clear product roadmap for their next-gen chips. And 4, a target market that is just astronomical. We're talking a $400 billion AI chip market by 2027. So Bard's conclusion is simple. AMD looks like the real deal. Okay, so Bard has pointed us to the opportunity. He's told us the what and the why. But now it's Samantha's turn to tell us how much. She takes everything Bard found and starts digging into AMD's financials to see if the story actually holds up. And Samantha's first report is a financial health checkup. And wow, AMD gets a really solid report card. It scores an A for solvency, which means it's basically debt-free. That's huge. An A- for liquidity, plenty of cash to operate and grow. The B's for profitability and efficiency aren't just solid, Samantha notes, they're trending up. This is exactly the kind of strong financial bedrock an investor wants to see. Now for the really fun part, the future. Based on that strong foundation, Samantha maps out 3 possible paths for AMD's stock. You can see here, even her moderate or base case shows really nice steady growth, hitting around $210 in 2027 and $240 by the start of 2028. But now, look over at that aggressive column. If AMD really executes and captures a huge piece of the AI pie, Samantha sees a potential price of over $220 in 2026, climbing all the way to an incredible $400 by 2028. So we've got the compelling story from Bard, and we've got the hard numbers from Samantha. It's time to put it all together and get the final verdict on AMD. All right, after combining everything, the AI team gives AMD an overall investment score of 85 out of 100. Now, in the Best of Us Investors system, that is a strong buy rating. It signals a lot of confidence that this stock is set to do well. But that's not the end of the analysis. You see, for Kerry and the Best of Us Investors community, there's a very specific, very ambitious goal. They're not just looking for good stocks. They're looking for stocks that have the potential to more than double their money. That's a 100% return on investment in just 3 years. So the big question is, does AMD clear that high bar? So let's just do the math right here. If we start with a price of around $160 a share, that moderate case gets us to $240 in 3 years. That's a 50% return. You know what? That's a great return, but it doesn't meet the 100% goal. To clear that hurdle, you need the aggressive scenario to happen. If AMD hits that $400 target, well, that's a 150% return, and that absolutely smashes the goal. And this brings us to such a clear and powerful conclusion. AMD is a fantastic company with huge potential. It could be a home run investment. But, and this is a big but, hitting that 100% plus return target depends on that aggressive scenario playing out. It means the company has to execute perfectly, and this is what being a truly informed investor is all about. You understand not just the potential reward, but exactly what it takes to get there. And having that kind of clarity, well, that's the whole mission behind the Best of Us Investors community. The goal is to systematically find those companies that have a real shot at meeting that 100% ROI goal, even in a moderate scenario. This mission really comes from the heart of the founder, Kerry Grinkmeyer. As he says here, his goal is bigger than just picking stocks. It's about leveling the playing field and giving, in his words, people like you and I the tools and the chance to benefit from all the innovation that's happening out there. So, if you're ready to stop feeling like you're always one step behind the market, consider this your invitation. You can join the community at bestofusinvestors.com and start using this exact process for yourself. It's time to find the stocks that could truly change your world. Because the real power isn't just knowing what to buy, it's knowing why.